Praise the Lord. Once again, we are getting into another interesting topic, and today we're gonna see about Noah's flood. It was not just about water. The flood was not just about water. It was something more than that. If you see during the time of Noah, the people were sinning, and you have to understand the type of people they were living during the time of Noah. They weren't a normal human being. They were a kind of being. They are more than a human being. So they don't look like normal humans. So what happened was, when sons of God, they are also called as fallen angels, when they came and have a relationship with human beings, especially the daughters of men, when they married and when they have children, they all become giants. When giants were existing on the earth, the corruption started to happen. The reason why God has to save Noah, it is not because Noah was sinless. The reason why God saved Noah, it's because Noah and Noah's family were the only family on the earth. They weren't corrupted by the fallen angel. They weren't corrupted by the giants. Their beings were in the order. So the problem during the time of Noah was the order became disordered. See, they all became corrupted to the level even God was not able to redesign it. In other words, they went beyond the boundaries that God had set. They were even marrying animals, and they were giving birth to humans who looks like animals. If you go back in the history, like in mythologies, you can see that there are some human beings who looks like animals. This is the beginning of the human and animal hybriding was happening during the time of Noah. So God has to stop that. The reason why God has to stop that, you can ask me a question, why God has to stop this corruption? If God is not saving the family of Noah, if God is not protecting his family, there is no way for the Messiah to come and save the world. The Jesus have to come from the pure bloodline. It's a lineage problem. This is why God has to protect the family of Noah. So about the disorder, every seed, every kind of animals and every kind of creation, they were all getting corrupted because of the giants. They are hybrids of humans and fallen angels. And that is why God has to save. God has to kill everybody. That is why God sent flood. See, this is what happened. When there is a disorder in environment, it will start to collapse. It's a collapse of order that God has set boundaries. This is what happened, and this is what is actually happening right now. It's a hybriding problem. It's a transhumanism that happened during the time of Noah. See, and all the fallen angels, they wanted to be like God. They carried a divine nature of angels inside of them, so they were manifesting supernatural things. That was not the original intent of God to be. Adam should be like Christ. So Satan was planning to corrupt the humanity so that the humans can never become like Christ. And how it is possible? If the humanity get corrupted from the original order of God's creation, there is no way for the Messiah to come. There is no way for the Christ to come, so that the Satan cannot let humans to become like Christ. But God is greater than the satanic plan. God is a master planner than Satan. He sent flood and he destroyed all the corrupted beings that was existing during the time of Noah. See, the children were there, babies they were all demons in baby form. That is why God has to send the flood, and they have to destroy all those beings. They were not normal humans. They look like humans, but they have fish fingers. They look like humans, but they have animal bodies. So that is why God has to destroy them, so that the Messiah can come and by believing in the Messiah, the whole world can receive the salvation, and by receiving the salvation, we all can become like Christ. So it was not just about the flood, it was more than the flood. I want you to think about the world is moving once again. What happened during the time of Noah? This is why Jesus was very clear. Before the second coming of Jesus, it will be like the days of Noah, which means the people will forget God and they will start to do things like God, and they try to replace God, and they will try to become like God. A new kind of beings will happen. The transhumanism is actually coming to exist in this world right now. What I give you is just an introduction. We will talk about transhumanism and Noah's time and aliens and all these things in the coming days. I want you to stay connected and also watch the previous video, that is Jesus the greatest of all time, and watch the other shots that I'm putting in YouTube, and also check my Instagram. You will find lot of information that I'm gonna give you, and also you will find a lot of information. Stay with me and God bless you. You're gonna know a lot of things, and definitely you're gonna become like Christ, because I will be revealing the messianic codes, which I don't think anybody is teaching in this world right now about the messianic code. God has called me for a reason. He has called me as a last dispensational prophet to reveal the messianic code. Stay connected, guys. God bless you.